Soviet POWs tore off white cloth, pretending to be wounded to avoid labor. But the wounded Vasily insisted on working. A German officer stopped Vasily, telling him wounded soldiers should rest in the warehouse. But Vasily stood firm. Then the German officer gave an order to lock all wounded soldiers in the warehouse and set it on fire. Even the POWs pretending to be wounded were inside. The remaining POWs were forced to dig trenches. The POWs took the chance to launch an attack. The Germans, caught off guard, were quickly defeated. Soon, German reinforcements arrived. The Soviet POWs were in combat, but Vasily was knocked out. The commander ordered soldiers to retreat with Vasily, while he stayed behind to hold off the Germans. When Vasily woke up, he suddenly heard a motorcycle. It turned out the Germans were regrouping at the fork. Vasily opened fire. They quickly took out the German soldiers and seized a motorcycle. Then the two of them headed toward the Soviet camp. Soon, the motorcycle ran out of fuel, so they had to continue on foot. Soon they found a truck. Vasily went on alert, covering his comrade as he approached. Then his comrade brought back a new Soviet recruit. Vasily recruited him. Soon, they discovered German troops in the castle. Vasily wanted to launch an assault, but they lacked heavy firepower. At that moment, the recruit ran back with news. He found cannons and weapons behind, and an artilleryman was burying fallen comrades. Vasily recruited the artilleryman. Soon, they hauled the cannon into the castle, adjusted the firing angle, loaded the shells, and aimed with binoculars. At Vasily's command, the cannon fired and hit a German truck, catching the Germans off guard, using the castle and cannon as cover. The Germans suffered heavy losses. They tried to retaliate with mortars, but the shells couldn't penetrate the castle walls. The Germans had to attack from sides, but Vasily used a machine gun to temporarily hold off the German assault. The German commander decided to wear Vasily down. Soon, all four of them ran out of ammo and were captured again by the Germans. The Germans forced the POWs to betray their comrades. If they refused, they would be executed. They had no choice but to comply. Vasily was sent to a weapons lab. The Germans ordered him to fix the cannon in the castle, but Vasily claimed he couldn't do it alone and needed 3 comrades to help. The Germans sent 3 comrades. The cannon was repaired. On the way back to the POW camp, Vasily seized a moment of German carelessness, snatched a drop gun, and neutralized the Germans in a vehicle. Then he shot the driver and jumped out. At that moment, German reinforcements arrived. The 3 of them had no choice but to jump into the river to escape.